Welcome to your day trading update. We're going to cover some of the major currency pairs and gold today. We're going to speak a little bit about the tax-free option trading that you can do if you're based in the UK and Ireland as well. So let's get started. Okay, so I just want to start off with a trade that I demonstrated a bit of time ago to a couple of clients. And it's the short put strategy on the S&P 500. So this is a high probability trade. And just to put you in the picture, this trade now has a 99% chance of making a profit. So ultimately what we're doing with this trade here is we're selling an insurance policy. It's the best way to think of it. The S&P 500 currently is trading at 67250, but what we've said was as long as it doesn't fall below 6200, we're going to make a profit at expiry, which is December the 19th. And you can see we're in a profit here of $115. We placed that trade last week at some stage. So this trade is very different to your traditional day trading sped bet. This is more of a high probability trade, and I really do think that you should be considering that for your portfolio. It's, as I said, it's high probability, and it can form the basis of making consistent returns in your account. You're going to have a 90% chance each time you place it the way we do it, at least. And for people who are resident in Ireland and the UK, it's tax-free as well. So if you sell put options through a traditional broker like we do as well in Interactive Brokers, you're going to be paying tax on that. If you do it through here, you won't be. It's as simple as that. It's a slightly different method. There's no assignment of stock or anything like that. It's a simple profit or loss game. But really the probabilities and the maths are pretty similar in terms of what you're trying to achieve. And you might as well do it in a tax-free environment. And those of you who are outside that jurisdiction as well, it's actually easier to trade it on this too. And the reason being is that there's no assignment of 100 shares or anything like that. It's a simple profit or loss game. So therefore, your position sizing actually can be quite smaller than you would be in a traditional options trade, short put options trade. So we just thought we'd mention that again, the high probability nature of it. That was in a loss last week when volatility was high. It swung to a profit. And the bottom line is, as long as the S&P 500 doesn't fall 8% from here, which statistically is less than a 1% chance of happening between now and expiry, we're going to make a profit on that trade. And it really should form the basis of at least some of your portfolio. Okay, moving on today, as we start off with our day trades, we always look at our economic calendar. What's going on today? Well, a biggie in the UK, of course, is the budget. So this can impact sterling in a big way and other currency pairs to go with it. In the US, we've got GDP, durable goods orders. We've a lot of data out today. And don't forget, tomorrow, it's Thanksgiving in the US, and markets are pretty much closed tomorrow, stock markets at least, and you've got a half day on Friday. So trading is going to be light, but have that in the back of your mind. So it's probably not a great time today to trade many currency pairs, because obviously as the details emerge throughout the day of what's going on in the UK in terms of their budget, you might get certain reactions in currencies and knock-on reactions into other currencies. So just be aware of that. You need to have that in the back of your mind. Okay, so stuff that you could look at today or not look at in another way. We're looking at the British pound versus the US dollar. I don't think you can trade that today. I think you got to leave it alone. There's no point in even looking at that. Looking at the euro dollar, you can see we're in this sideways trend on the daily chart. On the 15-minute window, again, all we're looking for is oversold or overbought conditions, and then we can enter the trade. But again, sometimes the best trades you make are the ones that you actually don't. And the reason I'm saying that is maybe the next few days, it's, take a little break from trading, let everything settle down and open that back up on Monday and then see where we're at. Moving on to Europe, British pound, you can't trade that either today. We just don't know what's going to come out in that budget. Dollar yen, we've made a breakout here in the daily. We're gone up again through this upper channel here, so we're making a new channel. It's revisited the low. I think that's more likely to go bullish on the daily chart, and therefore that's all I'd want to trade it here on this 15-minute window as well. So I'd wait for RSI to be below 30 before I go long, and then get your signal to buy. And then finally on gold, you can see gold on the daily pretty much trending sideways, retesting the little high here put in. So therefore, I'd probably be inclined to go more on the negative side in gold here. So you can see we've pretty much on a 15-minute chart created a triple top here. So if we get RSI above 70 again with some confirmation to the downside, that might be a trade we could place today. So pretty much out of everything, guys, I'd steer clear of the currencies. Maybe gold is tradable, and I probably would only trade that when RSI is above 70. I wouldn't trade it the other way when RSI is below 30. Okay, as per usual, folks, if you have any questions whatsoever, send me a WhatsApp directly or go to the website sharenavigator.ie and go to the web chat function. I'll be more than happy to talk you through my thoughts for the trading day. And if any alerts come out throughout today, as per usual, I'll send them out onto the WhatsApp group. Okay, thanks and bye for now.